saying? Yeah, yeah. But shoot, you got to start somewhere though.
Absolutely.
Gonna be hey man, I got questions about that fix and flip.
Yes, sir.
Expect I'm gonna give you a call soon.
What was that?
You said you're gonna give a poem.
I'm gonna give you a call, man. Expect a call from me.
Okay. Okay, no problem. No problem.
So Jay,
Oh, I
Jeremiah.
haven't called you back.
Yes.
Rodney, I haven't called Rodney back. Okay. I'll
I
call you
know.
today, Rodney.
Sorry about that, Jacoby. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I know. Marcus said he's going to be on a little late. Jeremiah.
Yes.
So let's start. Because again, guys, one of the main things, well, not one of the main, but we all want to be respectful of time. We obviously, I don't know if anybody remember this, but in the old method days, the meeting was 2 hours. So, but we've been averaging an hour now, and we have agenda for today. What I wanted to pull up just at the beginning, guys, is this is really the agenda for the foreseeable future is MEPA plans for the year. This is our third meeting discussing this. Two questions. What do I, well, two types of questions. What do I really want? Who do I have to become to have it? We will remind you of this goal to end the year. So this is us holding each other accountable to reaching personal goals. And then a MEPA goal. What will you do in MEPA that wasn't done last year? Or what have you done in MEPA that you will innovate this year? How to get MEPA to a different playing field. Two types of questions, personal goals and MEPA goals. What we have here is a list of everyone that was on at the time. And I'm going to read this every time for the sake of, first of all, if you don't remember what you said, that's sad. I should ask you all what you said because it's supposed to be what we're focused on. But Marcus said accessory shop for men. I actually spoke to him when he was out at the mall working this. He met a guy, so he's working this. Jay, for his name brand to inspire positive change and thoughts. Keep being and improve on who he is. Joe, where is Joe?
Joe's having a hard time getting on. He just texted me and I texted him the link again.
Okay. Yeah, I sent it to him too. He had the other one. Joe, mentor, COO, developing others. Stay the course. TJ, completing educational studies. Create residual income. Spend more time with family. 4 sons and 1 girl. Seek out membership. Man of mentorship, man of integrity, discipline, and character. John, growing relationships with brothers. Finishing the course. Finishing the house. Sorry, I thought that was Joe trying to get in. Entrepreneurship, time management. On the road takes a lot of his time, OTR. Travis, coming out of the shadows, leadership roles, real estate. Better time management. Rodney, happiness and peace, seek wisdom. Jeremiah, scale the business, learning a new language, Spanish, get proper sleep, learn to rest and decompress, rise early, time management. Malcolm was afraid to succeed and afraid to fail. MEPA support group has been vital in moving past this barrier in my life. Be in God's will, aim as high as possible, President of the United States or Navy Federal. Raising my children, investing time in them, time management, putting God first. Jacoby, prosperity, dedication, time, people management. A lot of us said time management. So that's something will be obviously be a theme this year. But our job is to support each other in these and hold each other accountable to these. So what we're doing is starting today. Jeremiah is going to talk about his, and we're going to kind of set the standard in the format for discussing this, so that you understand. And if you're the one that will be going, obviously we'll give you some notice. And all of us will be going more than once because it's a year. But Jeremiah is going to set the tone for it starting today. And after Jeremiah is Rodney. We're only doing 2 people today, Jeremiah and Rodney. So does that sound good, Jay? You ready?
Yes, sir. I am.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, gentlemen, what we're doing today is an example or a standard of what everybody eventually will participate in doing based on the questions that we've already answered, you know, and then we'll go from there. All right. So how we're gonna do it, Malcolm? You just pretty much ask the question, and then I answer, and I only have 5 minutes, right?
Exactly. Sorry, I mean, you're right. Another one of the things we're pushing each other on this year is being succinct, knowing what we're going to say, making our point, answering the question, and being able to identify when we're all doing that and when we're not. So yes, 5 minutes. Thank you.
All right, you can go ahead and ask.
Okay, two questions, Jeremiah, or two types. What do you really want? Who do you have to become to have it? Second question is about MEPA goals. What will you do, or what have I'm going to change this based on the conversation. What have you done in MEPA that wasn't done last year? I'm sorry. What have you done in MEPA last year that you will innovate this year to get MEPA to a different playing field? Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So to answer the first question, my answer is still the same. On a personal note, what I'm planning on doing, what I am going to do in 2021 is, 2022. On a personal note, is to scale my business, learn a new language in Spanish. Who I have to become in order to accomplish that is, I have to be disciplined with time management. That was my answer. And the beta decisions that I have to, the micro decisions that I have to make, what I said was going to bed on time, getting up early. And when I'm able to do that, I know that my day, I'm able to accomplish more. I'm able to be a little bit more prolific in my day. The second question pertaining to MEPA is to find and secure that position, that role as the COO of MEPA. And secondly, the other thing I said was making the effort. Now this was also my goal last year, and I mean, at the end of last year, I made this a goal for this year. So that goal was to make an effort to call each of the brothers and have an individual relationship with the brothers that I don't have a relationship with, which there are brothers on here that I don't have a personal relationship with on that level. So that was, those are my two answers. So Malcolm, you get to,
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, I mean, so here's how they go. Those are straightforward, but I'm reading them again. You said learning a new language. Does that mean that you started? You haven't started? What does that tangibly mean in terms of learning it? Is it Rosetta Stone? Like, do you have a vision for it? Are you thinking about it? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so there's an app that I bought into that is assisting me with that. You know what I'm saying? So I did buy into an app, and I've already began the classes online. I do have some issues though, because I started the class and I'm passing some of the tests. The issues that I'm having is I don't, for one, there are different kinds of Spanish. You got Italian Spanish, Mexican Spanish, Puerto Rican. They all are, different. Colombian Spanish is different. So I just have to figure out what what Spanish, which one I'm learning, because when I speak with some people, they say it's too proper or they say it's too casual. It's like it's a lot, So that part I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Yes, you have an app.
Okay.
You started it. Even if you hadn't, you could have said that. But
Okay.
as far as supporting you in it, just really working on the format of this and how we hold each other accountable. You said scale the business.
Yes.
What tangibly has happened with that?
Since we spoke, like, I am very intentional about this as well. Since we spoke, I have secured a meeting with this company. I can't even remember the name of it, but there's a company that is an optimizing company. So this company will assist me, and we have a meeting on Tuesday. So I haven't bought into it. I haven't, started paying them or anything. I don't have an account with them yet, but we'll be meeting on Tuesday. This company is not the Holy Grail, but what this company does is they help with they're going to assist my company with the merchant side of it, where the issues I'm having with my clients, some of them don't do Cash App, some of the apps, transactional apps. So what I'm looking to do is set up the company where they can put their credit card in on their own. They could put their information in, and they can opt into for the maintenance or reoccurring businesses. They can pay automatically. It would take money out of their account when we do provide a service. So they do invoices and all that stuff. And then the other part that's very important to me is that it is compatible with QuickBooks. So every transaction is automatically going into my QuickBooks account. So that helps with the my accountant, with the CPA. They do other things, and right now I don't even it's really optimization is systemization on the back end, and that is going to help me scale the company in the future, by the end of the year. If I can get that part down pat, when I get that part down pat, I know that the company will be scalable. So, and I hope that answers the question as well. Phone just went out. Hello?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Again, this is Jeremiah. If you don't know him, if you haven't called him or spoke to him, he's sharing some of his personal goals. Obviously, he has other sides to him, but this is a year for us to really start getting to know each other and supporting each other. Jay, you have one more on the personal side, and that's why we're only going 5 minutes, guys, because we want to dig into yours and support you. And when I'm done with this, if anybody has anything to add, please add it, whether it's via accountability or support. But Jay, your last personal item deals with time management, getting proper sleep, learning to rest, rising early. How is that going? Not too well, to be honest with you, because right after I made that as a goal, my schedule changed. The second contract that I have required me to get off 2 o'clock in the morning, which that happened last night. I literally came from out of town, got my family home, and then went straight to work. And then I was there overnight till 2 in the morning, so I didn't get to sleep until 4 this morning, and then got back up for us. And then right after that, I have to go do
the other part of the, But anyway, no, it has not been going well. And me and my wife had a conversation about that while we were out of town, and we came up with a schedule that I'm going to look to, to implement this week, this next week coming. So I'm still looking to fine tune that part. I don't have that part down pat. So it is a goal of mine, but I have not, as soon as I start implementing it, the schedule changed, so yeah, that's where I am with that one.
Okay. Again, guys, Jeremiah, the COO. We all have personal goals, and we all are going to discuss those. But the reason that we're on this call is because we're all also in the MEPA Brotherhood. And Jeremiah, your MEPA goal is find, secure, position role of COO. That's what you've done. That's what you did last year. How are you going to innovate that this year?
Okay.
The COO role, like what do you see with that this year?
I got you. I think the first thing is becoming more acquainted with those individuals in my team, and then delegating, proper delegation. There's a book called Good to Great. Good to Great.
Oh, yeah.
I read that book twice now, probably three times. But there's a part in that book that says put the right people in the bus, put the right people in the right seats on the bus, and you'll have a smoother ride. And so those philosophies and principles I'm looking to implement. But in order for me to do that, I would need to know what individuals are highly gifted or highly skilled at doing. And yeah, that's that part. And then the other part is, doing what I said with calling every brother on the team, making that call just to build an individual relationship with everybody. I mean, even if it's just a call and just checking on them, you know what I'm saying? And the way my schedule is not going to be an excuse for me. I'm not allowing it to be an excuse for me. That is an intentional goal for me to reach out to every single brother we have on MEPA, and I hope that answers the question as well.
Well, it does. It gives us some accountability. So good. There's two ways to get to know people better. One is you reaching out. The other is us reaching out to you. So obviously, since he's trying to, here's Joe, meet and greet everyone and talk to everyone and build with everyone, some of us are, on some occasions, we'll have to call him as well. If you've ever been in that position, any of us guys, which I'm sure probably all of us have, you know how hard this is to get to know 11 guys and stay in touch with them. That's pretty much what Marcus did for 5-6 years. Jeremiah wants to build a team so that we can all take part in that. People can utilize their gifts and their skills. And the gifts God gave us. So thank you, Jeremiah. Marlon, we haven't heard from you in a while, man. Just I want to give you the opportunity at the end to answer these questions, your personal goals and your MEPA goals. So just know that after Rodney goes, if you're wanting to share either one of these, you can. Rodney Jacobs, personal goal, happiness, peace, seek wisdom. I guess I didn't catch the MEPA goal, Rodney, so please add something to this, Rodney Jacobs.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I hope everyone is having a great and fruitful Saturday morning. I just wanted to go off by saying that. I want to say that my personal goals is happiness, peace, and seeking wisdom. And I continue to do this each and every day. I I have a radio show called Ordinary People with a Godly Purpose. And basically, it just talks about us, who's on this call right now, ordinary people. Yes, we fall short, but as we continue to grow in one another, we find that peace and happiness and wisdom is all we have. I love what Jeremiah is saying, trying to pinpoint his goals and pinpoint his time for excellence and time for having family time and all this. But it's this book that our head of schools at ACE Academy told everyone to take a look at, and it's called One Word. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's by Dan Britton, Jimmy Page, and John Gordon. And they go on to say that in this book that in 1999, the authors discovered that a better way to become their best life and life impact, instead of creating endless goals and resolutions, they found that the word that would be their driving force, no goals. The driving force, no goals. I reiterate on that because that's where I got my words from. Happiness, peace, and wisdom. And I strive on making those excellence, because as I achieve my goals, there are the goals. They make me who I am. They make me stronger. They make me continue to say, you know what? Those are the factors that are going to keep me moving forward. And if you just narrow it down to one word, guys, your success will come tenfold. I'll say that again. Your success will come tenfold. If you try to grab the whole pie all at one time, we are sometimes will be in the pit of falling continuously because we're trying to have our brain grasp so much knowledge that we overload what we have. Now, keep in mind, we only use a little bit percentage of our brain, which I understand is maybe 15 to 10%. We don't use our whole capacity. However, if we continue just to strive on those one words, we will succeed in everything we do, everything we say, and most of all those dreams that you have will come true. I remember a time where my one word was, I want to make $150,000. And I did that, but I wasn't happy. I ended up in the hospital, sitting there with a pinched nerve in my neck and saying, why me, Lord? And I really didn't have a good relationship with him at that particular time. But I found out now that being with you guys took me out of my comfort zone. And most of all, it made me a better person. And I step away from confusion and nonsense and stuff that doesn't really matter. And I focus on the people that I can help. And I focus on the people that want the love from me. And I focus on the people that I'm not going to let hurt. So I say all that to say, picture, imagine, pinpoint, whatever your word is, do it on that one word. To get into the MEPA portion, my MEPA portion is this. I had the opportunity to write what they call the Soul of Ethics. And I would like to read it to you, each and every one of you, if you have not heard it yet. As a member of MEPA, I will always uphold the code of ethics as a torch of excellence. I will not abuse my fellow brothers in my actions, in meetings, events, or group gatherings. As I am my brother's keeper, I will not share any words out of anger to hurt or belittle my brotherhood at any time. Yes, I will not use my position of power to accept gifts from other companies to win them over to disgrace MEPA in any fashion. As a member, I must stand steadfast and watch how I speak to others to earn their trust. But most of all, guys, I want to say this, my integrity is my bond. I must always report wrongdoing that will hurt the organization, no matter how little, how small, in any charge. At no time may I decide to help a member or a family to do lawful acts with MEPA. And to finish, I must understand that the MEPA code is not just a code, it's the trust that can never be broken. And I pledge to my fellow brothers today that I will honor this code and I will not let anyone disgrace this organization. That's my code. That's the ethics of MEPA. And that's what I bring to the table for this year.
Awesome.
And I say all that because I'm passionate about what I do, what I say, and I love each and every one of you, and God bless.
Sorry, Rodney, you weren't done, so I wanted to follow up. On the screen, guys, the code of ethics are men, kings. Rodney, thank you. You wrote this, and thank you. And I believe Jeremiah is going to conclude with in terms of discussing this, or let me ask this question up front to Jeremiah. Is this for CLT or everyone?
Yes, this is like, it's for CLT at this point until we conclude everything. Then we bring it out, send it out to everybody via email.
Okay.
And we get to discuss it.
All right.
But at this time, at this moment, no, it's not for everybody at this point. It's okay to read it and for everybody to see it. It's not a surprise. We've been talking about the code of ethics for a long time, so it's not a big surprise. But I will say I wouldn't elucidate further on it. I would just, fine tune his personal goals with his personal goals and his MEPA goals.
Got you. All right. So Rodney, happiness, peace. I got that you have a radio show called Ordinary People in what? You're muted, sir.
Ordinary people with a godly purpose. Let's talk.
Ordinary people. I know it's called Let's Talk. So that's the same one?
Yeah.
Let's Talk, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the Let's Talk. So guys, I'll hold myself accountable. I have some of Rodney's materials and stuff. Like I have this book. I don't know if you guys have that or have heard of that, but I have not listened to this show. I'm gonna hold, this needs to be done at least once. I mean, otherwise we're not supporting each other in our vision. Are you saying that this, because your goal is happiness and peace,
Mm-hmm.
and seeking wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing with that?
Great,
Happiness.
Actually. I'm doing really good. I found a happiness place that, like I said, those one words, and I use them each and every day, and it helps me. I don't know if any of you ever know how it feels to not be able to move your arm or your leg because of a TIA or a mini stroke or anything like that, but it's rewarding to know that hey, you put your mind to certain things and you capitalize on that, but don't go backwards. And like I said, I read that Soul of Ethics because I believe in that, and I understand what Jeremiah says. Yes, it's not on the plate right now, but that's my goal for MEPA for me. Even when I read that. So
what about the seeking wisdom?
I do that individually with different people. There's 3 people that I seek out that I talk to on a daily basis, or sometimes not on a daily basis, but I seek those folks out and they give me guidance and understanding, and they tell me, and they're very blunt. And sometimes I reach out to folks I don't know, and I tap into their demeanor. Matter of fact, 2 of them are on this call today. So I'm doing great. I'm just happy. I walk away from confusion and nonsense. I've been doing that. I just had an incident. I think I told you yesterday, and Jeremiah, that there was the principal of the school. She walks in and wants me to build a library, and I don't work anymore, guys. I sit back and I enjoy life. I volunteer at the school. The doc said, hey, you need to just enjoy yourself. And you did 30 years in the United States Army. I'm not trying to get rich, guys. I'm not trying to rich is all a mindset. As long as I can enjoy life for the way it is, and I can hear those magnificent words at the very end, well done, my good and faithful servant, I'm happy. I'm just happy. And that's where I stand right now. You know, she's like, oh, why this book is not in this order? And why this book is not in that order? Oh, I'm done. I'm gone. Bye-bye. You know, and I left. And they were like, Mr. Jacobs, don't do that. Nope, Mr. Jacobs is gone. I'm volunteering. I'm gone. And I before I would stay and I would, you know, just get myself in such a tizzy that it's not even good. And I've learned a lot from you guys in the last year and a half on how to be appreciative of who you are, because somebody else's pain can be your sorrow. And some of you guys' pain was my sorrow, because I saw myself. And yeah, you guys are not old as me, but that's irrelevant. What's irrelevant is that I can learn from each and every person in this Zoom call today. And as I learn, I find
some guys
peace.
are as old as you actually, and older, but
say again?
Some of these guys are as old as you and older actually, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus is. Yeah, you know, Marcus is older than everybody. Marcus is
Darren, he's just not on. Darren, I think he's older.
Yeah, Darren's a 60.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 of us. So we're the old farts. So, you know, when we go to the bathroom, we just old farts. But
I guess my only comment to what you're saying is, you know, if these are goals, right, and you've reached them, they're not goals.
Actually, you never reach a goal. You just fine tune it. And that's just my philosophy. So as I continue to fine tune things, I'm reaching them. Because you're going to always have times where you're going to take 2 steps back to go 3 steps forward. So and I take that very seriously. Those 1 words are your goals, my goals. I can't speak for anyone else. I can just speak for me. And there's times where I don't reach them. I don't reach them each and every day. If I told you I reached happiness, peace, and seeking wisdom every day, I'm lying to you. And I want to be as transparent as I can. And I don't reach it every day. Some days I feel down. I feel miserable. Some days I feel like, why me? Why am I here? But then I reach back into my 1 words and I say happiness. And I told my wife this morning when I got up, she said, you're so happy. I said, I sure am. I'm having a happy day. You're going to fail sometimes, but understand failure is not a way of hurt. Failure is a way to succeed. And I do that. And I try to stay fast and stay focused. And when I'm not doing that, I reach out to maybe 1 or 2 guys that's on this call. And I ask, and they's like, you don't give yourself enough credit, Rodney. You don't do this, Rodney. And then that goes back into my seeking wisdom. So yes, it's more you. If you're saying you're reaching each and every goal every day, you're lying to yourself. You have to continue to. Those words are very passionate to me. So those are my goals.
Okay.
Hey, Rodney, I want to ask you, in what way can we hold you accountable to your goals? Because I do get what you're saying. At the same time, I don't see how MEPA is involved into. Okay, Rodney. I don't want to say it's vague, but because it is specific, but at the same time, it's not something that I can say, hey, Rodney, today, you know, like for instance, like for me, I can relate totally to what you're saying, because there is a level in my psyche that I don't ever want to get to. Anger, stress, you know, anxiety, all those things. There's a level, there's a cap where when I know I'm getting there, I would shut it down quick, right? It take a lot for me to get there. But I don't have, I'm not, nobody is going to call me and ask me, hey, how are you doing in this area? Because it's not really an area, it's just life. So what I'm asking you is, in what way can the support group, MEPA support group, assist and help you fine tune those goals, or help you to achieve them, where they're not goals anymore? Because it sounds like these are not really. It like what Malcolm is saying. I get that. What you said, that was a I had never heard that before. Honestly, I never heard that one before. But that was a good comeback. But I'm not gonna let you get off on that one easy. I'm saying to you, a goal to me is something that you have not attained yet, and you're working towards attaining it. Because to me, it's the obtain, maintain thing. It sounds like you're at the maintain. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. True.
Okay. So what's your obtain then? What are you trying to obtain?
Just happiness. I'm at a point in my life
Okay.
where I'm good where I'm at. I'm not trying to increase anything. I'm just trying to just stay humble. I'm good where I'm at right now.
What?
But I want to go out and seek you guys and have a good time, if that's something you want to say. But
yeah,
you said something that matter of fact, the wisdom part. Last night I felt really good, and I'm saying that because you two made me feel good. You made me feel good in the part that you're there for me. You're there for me in that darkest hour. If I needed you in that darkest hour, I would know you have your staff in your ride and you're coming to help Rodney. And I never had that type of feeling before. I said something to both of you yesterday, that I had a gentleman come through my window when I'm asleep, and steal all the money out of my wall locker. And I felt that was a friend. But I know you're not going to steal out of my wall locker. I know you're gonna. I know you're gonna make sure that in your power you're gonna do everything in order to strive for excellence. I commend you both on that.
May I interject something?
Sure.
Please.
Yes, please do.
Let me be very forward. I'm listening. I do know you as an individual, as a person, but you sound like you're fluffing a little bit right now. It sounds like you're living in this beautiful green forest, and I'm sorry, y'all. It sounds like you live in this beautiful green forest, and if you don't ever have achievable goals, if you reach your goals, you're stuck. Now, what I need to hear, what I've heard from you, is yes, I'm working on my happiness, but happiness is not achieved by working on it. Happiness is achieved by making quality decisions. And when you make quality decisions and you're able to deal with the intimacy, the enemy inside yourself, then you come to this place called happiness. It's an ever ongoing thing. I'm 65 years old, and it's an ongoing thing. If I'm as happy as I'm going to be, I might as well die. Let me just tell you the truth. With that being said, and knowing you and having conversation with you, there seems to be a blockage. You're not, remember, you're the person that helped MEPA to get to the place called transparency. So since you're that person that helped us to get transparency, what I'm hearing, I'm tell you what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something that, like when Malcolm asked you about what's your goals for MEPA, I don't need to hear code of ethics. I need to hear what do you plan on doing, such as the things that you sent to me. That's what I need to hear. I don't need to hear no code of ethics because you've already done that. That's not a goal for MEPA. That's something that you have achieved. Now I'm gonna push you today because as much as I'm gonna push you, and and I'm not gonna play these games because I ain't got time right now. I'm just gonna let you know, I'm busy. I've been busy since 7 o'clock this morning, so I'm not gonna play these games. So I need you to go back over, and I need you to not tell me no code of ethics, and tell me what's on your heart to do, and a goal for me. I'm waiting. I can talk to Rodney like this because I have this kind of relationship, and I don't want you to fluff nothing because I know you got goals because you didn't told me. Code of ethics ain't no goal. You did that last year. Come on, dude. Come on, holler at me. I'm gonna get
if
healed.
I
I'm
can say,
gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how to get happy.
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna show you
Jeff.
how to be happy. Now,
Go ahead,
I'm gonna show you
Jacoby.
this how you get happy. Come on,
Hey,
That's
now,
how I
baby.
get happy.
I'm gonna show you how
hey,
to.
if I can say something before Rodney gives his answer, for the small time that I've known Rodney, and I don't know if anyone else on the call has had the pleasure of just talking to him outside of the call, about personal things in life. But what I can appreciate, and I think I heard him say one of his goals was reaching out and helping others. I can say for the small time that he has been with us and the few conversations that I have had with him, he has found buttons to push inside of me to make me want to be better. And he's found some things in my perfect mind. I think I'm perfect and can't nobody tell me nothing, but he found some buttons to push inside of me to make me want to be better and push me to the next level. So I appreciate that in him. And that's definitely a quality that I see in him in, talking to people, finding out who they are, where they are, and helping them get to the next level. So hopefully that'll be part of your long-term goal in MEPA, because I think that there are some other brothers that can benefit from, having some outside conversations with you, bro.
Well, you're absolutely right, Cody. But here's my goal in this. I know that there's greater inside of Rodney. I understand what he's been through. We almost talk every other day. We get on each other's nerves every other day. But this is our teaching moment to push him into a destiny. What I want to hear from Rodney, we're all in healing mode. What I want to hear from Rodney is those things that we talk about, like what he said to me, that I think is real vital for MEPA. Do you have those 4 things before you, Rodney?
Can I say no? I'm lying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, don't you let me call you out up in this play, because I ain't got time to.
Yes, I do. Yes,
Okay,
yes, I do.
Let's go. Let's not be playing today. This ain't no time to play.
So, here's my goals for MEPA for this coming year of 2022. First one is the Easter Flower Boutique. Basically what that is, I would like to host a MEPA Flowers boutique. Basically what this is we as MEPA men get flowers for women, either battered women, we go to a battered facility or what have you, or we raise enough money to buy these flowers in order to give these women a peace of mind during Easter. We sometimes forget that we still have a lot of women out there that are raising kids by themselves. Yes, and we also have men. So if there's men on that list, that is fine. I would like to show a MEPA strength by giving flowers around Easter time to people who are having a rough time. Yes, these flowers are probably going to die within certain days, but it's saying something.
Rodney, I'm gonna stop you. Let's go down and read the 4 things that you have in that way, and just put them out there so that we can make only basically have 30 more minutes or less.
Okay, I'll go through quickly. All right, that's the first one. MEPA Dress Your Best Fashion Show. Somewhere into the middle of May, I would like to do the MEPA Dress Fashion Show. We're also I would like to have a panel prior to the fashion show. We'll have a panel and we'll talk about issues and short topics that is near and dear to MEPA and why MEPA was established. And then after that, we will have the fashion show for MEPA. Be proud to be a man. That's going to be a live chat on Facebook. I would like to try to do something like that this year, where Malcolm or Jeremiah or any of the guys, Joe, Jay's very spoken person, very intellectual person that speaks very well. We will have a host each and every week. Correction, each and every month. We will do this monthly, and this will get our name out into the masses about MEPA. Again, the name of the show is MEPA Live Chat, Facebook, Be a Man. Be a Man. Proud to be a man live chat on Facebook. Our first annual MEPA Father of the Year Award and dinner and banquet. That's something that we should be getting into in order to make MEPA strive and be a household name. And then the next one is Proud to be a Man Fun Walk and MEPA Summit. Proud to be a Man Fun Walk in the MEPA Summit. That will be our conclusion for our year each and every year. I would like to have this MEPA Fun Walk, be Proud to be a Man Walk, to be to the point where we have over 100,000 people walking. And then what we would do is we will have that money. That money will go towards the building fund for the men's building fund in order to have the research to help men either with different mental issues, or we'll have subject matter experts in this building. We'll have people who are teaching GEDs, so on and so forth. But that money that we raise for this walk will go towards building that particular building. And last but not least, the MEPA Men, the show. The MEPA Men, the show, that'll be an ongoing show that will air each and every week. And we'll get to talk about topics that, again, are near and dear to us. And then we can invite folks to come on to our annual each and every month talk, as we do right now. And if they would like to come on to the talk, that's when they can get to know a little bit more about MEPA and who we are and what we do. But the talk actually gives us a platform and to go out and to talk to anyone, to talk to people, so that way they'll know who we are. And they're like, hey, well, you know what? I want to really be with MEPA. Why? Because of the MEPA Talk Show. How do you find out about MEPA? The MEPA Talk Show. So I think Men Empowerment Talk Show would be an ideal thing for us to do. And those are my MEPA goals.
Thank you, Rodney, for answering the question 20 minutes later.
Okay. Also to
Hey,
add, Rodney,
I have a question, Rodney. Rodney, are you still there?
I sure am.
Okay, let me ask you something, sir. Why did it take all of that for you to answer that question? Because I'm telling you, you gave more substance just now. I'm glad you want to be happy, but I think that these goals will help you be happy. Meeting these goals will bring that happiness, sir. I don't know why did it take all of that? Now that's a real question. Why did it take all of that? Seriously.
I'm gonna tell you why. Can I be transparent for a minute?
Please do, because
I don't want to. I don't want people to feel that I'm trying to be overbearing, and
All right,
I'm trying
stop.
to.
That's a goal. That's a goal right there. There you go. Those are them real goals coming out right now, sir. All the other stuff, like Marcus said, that was fluff, man. I'm telling you, because this right here, this is the real deal. If you able to get this part, you won't worry about all the other stuff. I think that the happiness is I think the happiness is a byproduct of these core things right here.
yeah, I want to add too, Rodney.
And can I just say, I'm ready to change devices. You know what, Rodney? MEPA would not be MEPA if I was concerned about taking over. So you know what? Let me help you to be happy real quick. Celebrate your gift and let the haters hate. I'm changing devices. See y'all in a minute.
Okay. All I was going to add to it is, Rodney, there's 6 items here.
Yes, sir.
And you know, as far as the summit went, this is my encouragement to you because of all of these things you want to do. Our goal is to be succinct. So I want to help with that.
To be what? I didn't hear you.
succinct, clear.
Oh, clear.
But
Okay.
to me, all 6 of these are one word. What word is that? It's all of this is one word. You know what it is?
You mean for my one words?
No, yeah, that's in line. You said one word. I think that's awesome. Then you listed these 6 things, but these 6 things are all summed up in one word. Do you know what that word is?
It brings me happiness.
Okay, well, my word for it was outreach.
Oh,
All 6 of these things are
but I
outreach.
understand what you're saying, but it brings me happiness too. So I know they're
Understood.
outreach.
I'm saying because we're in year whatever we're in, and we had the topic of outreach last year, and so we're building. Basically, you're building on that. You have ideas for outreach. That's one of your gifts. If you sum it up in one word,
Okay.
every single thing you said, flower boutique, that gets the word out. Dress your best, that gets the word out. Live chat, that gets the word out. Father of the year, like daddy daughter, Ryan Cameron, father daddy daughter dance, that gets the word out. Proud
There
to
you
be a
go.
man, that gets the word out. MEPA Man Talk Show, that gets the word out. Outreach, growing, expanding the influence and the range of MEPA. And
And
these
what that does,
ideas just poured out of you. Go
that
ahead.
gives us stability, that gives us more members, that gives us, men's empowerment sells itself, guys. And again, this is Rodney Jacobs talking. When I was an Army recruiter, I never sold the Army. Never. I didn't have to. I walked, like I just said this to Jeremiah yesterday. I used to go in GED centers and help people that would never go in the military get their GED. And I did that because I was passionate about what I was doing. And the next thing I knew, I got 4 and 5 young people joining the military. And I vowed to always protect them. I don't know if you guys know or not, but when you put someone into the United States military, their social security number follows you for your whole life. So all the folks I put in the military, if something ever happens to them, i.e. they shoot someone or whatever, they'll look up my social security numbers and go back to their documents and figure out if I put them in a fraudulent enlistment. And that's where I'm at right now. I don't want nobody to be a fraudulent enlistment in MEPA. And I take that very strongly. I don't need a person that's going to be fraudulently enlist because of a number. And those things, those events that I would like to do in MEPA, I take that back. Those events that we are going to do in MEPA, because I'm going to stop saying what I would like to do. What we're going to do in MEPA will not only make MEPA bigger than the 100 men of Atlanta, bigger than 100 men. I just looked at 100 men of Charlotte, and these big wigs with a lot of money. It doesn't take money to have pride and passion, but it takes a big heart. And these things I stated today that I'm going to do and follow through to make them a success, because I believe in MEPA.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey,
Hey, cuz.
Hey, I'm sitting back, man, and I'm listening and learning. I'm just gonna just be real. I'm listening and learning, and just by listening to the topic and things like that, Malcolm, you are doing an excellent job at what I call probing. Thank you for probing, because when you probe, and you probe with the right heart and the right mind, then people know you care. So Malcolm, thank you for coming up with these questions, these goals, and let's move forward.
Thanks, TJ. Actually, Jeremiah came up with them. But to your point, and like Rodney said, what I'm going to do, we're going to ask you about this again in about 6 weeks anyway. That's the accountability part, Rodney. I'm going to say, hey, how's the MEPA Flower Boutique? How's Proud to Be a Man? What's up? I think he's going to need help. We talked about this last year with outreach. Outreach is not a one-man thing. It's literally impossible. Honestly, TJ, you did a lot of outreach last year. And I've watched people do it. I'd like to learn about it, but it is not an easy thing. So Rodney, you probably will need to help build some type of a team around that. Marlon Humphrey, right? What's Marlon's last name? That's how long it's been since I've talked to Marlon. Marlon, is your last name Humphrey?
I don't think it's Humphreys.
Marlon, is he still
It's
on?
Bombard. But he'll tell you.
Bumbar?
No, not Bombard.
Yeah.
B-A-R-B-O.
Oh yeah,
Bar-
Barber. Yeah.
Barber.
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Barbarian. He said barbarian. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Marlon the Barbarian. Marlon the
Yes,
Barbarian.
Yes, sir.
Catch us up, man. Catch us up. It's good to hear your voice. Catch us up. And if you want to talk to your MEPA goals and personal goals, let us know.
Good morning, brothers. My personal goals are to be a better father, to be a better businessman with all that God has given me, to be a better, to be more spiritually sound in my mind, and to be more physically healthy too. So that's and to be more, I would say more wise in my relationship with my partner.
All right. Now,
allow my business to be a beacon of light, not to just make a lot of money, but also to be a ministry as well, in a way that lead people to God, lead people to Christ. So my MEPA goals are to be, I want to be more accountable to all of the brothers. This year I'd like to get to everybody personally and support all of the brothers' endeavors too. And there's one, I can't remember who it is, I think King. I wanted to support him on something. He gave me his website, and he supported my book. But I want to support him as well. But my other phone had died on me. I got a whole new, this is not even the same phone, this is a new phone. And I haven't been able to recuperate his number. But I want to definitely be more supportive, synergistically with all of the brothers' businesses up here in DC. And I think Marcus told me one of the brothers is up here. So on that note, if he's still up here, I want to definitely build with him, since both of us are up here. And while I'm doing my business, my entrepreneurial endeavors, I want to use that as a way to let people know that I'm part of MEPA. You know what I mean? To use that as a conduit to also promote MEPA, which is the foundation piece for me and my growth. So.
Thank you, sir. That man is me, man. I'm back and forth to DC. So.
Oh, that's you.
That's me. But I heard you in Fredericksburg. So, I'm in Vienna. That's an hour. That's the only reason I ain't hook up with you yet. Because I drive by. Go ahead. I drive by it on the way up there. I drive by it on the way up there when I used to drive, but now I fly because driving it didn't work. It tore my car up. But I would see Fredericksburg on 95 coming up to 495, then going west to Vienna. I would see Fredericksburg.
Yeah. So how you can meet me though is I work in Woodbridge.
Oh, you're in Woodbridge working. Okay, that's closer.
I work in Woodbridge, so that's closer.
Yeah. I'll be up there again, Marlon. I come up there once a month. Marcus definitely told me to click up with you. I ain't done it yet. We need to do something during the day that you're working, because I work up there. I work in Vienna.
Okay, what are you doing up there?
I do IT for Navy Federal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's my plan.
Good.
That's my credit union.
They're the number one. They're taking over, man. They're taking over. They're not down in the A yet, but they're coming.
I know they are. They're humongous.
What you mean they're not coming down not in the A yet, Navy Federal?
I'm saying that in DC, they're on every corner. They got like 10 branches in Atlanta. Yeah, in DC, they're on every corner. Everybody uses them.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
they already touched down in Atlanta though?
Yeah,
They
they've
got
been here
10
for
Yeah.
years, man.
I,
Navy
yeah,
Federal?
I have an account with. I mean, my account was with them.
How you got
They
in?
ain't here in Atlanta.
How you got
Huh?
in? Who
And I'm
you got
military,
account
man.
with?
You know I'm military. I'm messing with you.
No, it don't say. Hey,
You
I'm getting ready to
military,
do that
Jeremiah?
commercial.
No.
I'm getting ready.
I'm not United States military. I'm MEPA
I'm
military.
getting ready to do the commercial right now.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting
Right.
ready to do that commercial. How did you get in? You can't get in. You haven't served.
It's true. I
Hey,
don't know how
I
you
just
got
So
walked
in, bro.
up.
somebody let you in. It's some good money
No.
there though.
No, seriously. You know, my father in love. I don't like to say in law. My father in love. He's a sergeant major. He's in the military, and he got us into USAA. And my wife worked for the agency, military agency division, with the government, and she was able to get in. I was able to get in through her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Right.
That's how it worked out.
At times they do offer family and friends, and they close the window. They don't leave it open all the time, but they offer that. But Navy Federal's been here over 10, 15 years. I can recall, and they have three one location's Briarcliff.
Right.
Then they got Fayetteville, and then they got
Smyrna.
one in Stockbridge, and they starting to get little ATMs all throughout the city. I got a lot of money from them.
Basically, most of the Publix has the Pesco,
Yes.
ATM. You cannot make deposits, but you can do withdrawals.
Can't you
Right.
start
Okay.
a business? Can't you start another way to get in with that account of Navy Federal? Can't you start a business account just for $5 amongst those guys?
No.
But you still need an access number. So basically, Joe, I can help you get in because I'm in. It's just like Rodney said. His Social Security is attached to everybody that he brings in. It's the same thing. You go in through somebody else.
Right.
So I'm recalling
I'm
that
coming right now.
about maybe 8 years ago,
Well,
I had
I'll
an
be there in 5
experience where I
minutes.
was a member of the bank,
All right.
and I think that's how I became a member. Somebody brought me
On the
in,
way, good came
and
right
I
now.
had an account. Okay. All right. I hear exactly what you're saying, though, Jeremiah, on the connection as far as getting in.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I literally, when I started my company, I got with Navy Federal because they don't galvanize your money. Even when you have a business account, they didn't touch my money at all. I couldn't do. I had America. What is it? Bank of America. I had, all these other SunTrust, all those accounts, and they would take money out of my account because it was a business account. Navy Federal was the only one that did not touch the money at all, and that's why I got with them.
True. They don't touch any of your money. As a matter of fact, the savings, they add interest, which they're the last
Right.
to even do that. Give you interest on your savings money. You only have to have $5 in there. So guys, I hope that was a good plug or connect if you don't have it. Again, like he said, family, friends, if they open that window, I'll let you guys know, because all you guys, well, 90% of you guys are my friends. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to say this before we close. Hopefully you got to know somebody better today. This was Rodney and Jeremiah speaking. Last year we said we had the thing about the 4 C's in MEPA, and one of the C's was conflict. And if you haven't had a conflict with someone, are you really close to them? That's why I say 90% of you guys are my friend, because I ain't had no conflict with Marlon yet. Me and Marlon still real cool. We just ain't got into it yet. But every other one of y'all, no, I'm just. But this was great. Good meeting. Obviously, please still do the one-on-ones with Marcus. Let's increase our one-on-ones with each other. I'm gonna send this video out. Please watch it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay, you still here? You still here?
Great.
I thought you was off, Marcus. I'm sorry.
No, I changed devices.
Okay.
I want to leave this thought. I want to leave this thought with you. All of us are growing. But I say all mean all. I want to challenge you today. I like to leave people with a challenge. If you know that someone have a conflict with you, or you have a conflict with them, be the bigger man. And what I mean by that, get it resolved as soon as possible. Even if you don't get out of that conversation what you expect, at least make sure that you're good on your end. Here's the principle. My belief system, and nobody have to believe it, but it's a principle. It says they were all in one place on one accord. And then suddenly, basically, they're talking about the day of Pentecost. And when the Bible said when it fully came, which lets me know that they know they had a deadline that y'all need to get yourself together because something is about to go down. And what was about to go down, they could not take it past the day of Pentecost. It was right up to Pentecost, the feast, where the power of God fell in its fullness and something happened. Let me tell you prophetically, for those who believe in the prophetic, we're up against a deadline, which means we don't have time to allow the little boys or whatever little is in our lives to get in the way of destiny and progress, not just in MEPA, but in our own personal lives. We can do all this talking, we can set all these goals, but there are some things as individuals, if we don't get straight, I guarantee you this, I promise you this, your children will have to deal with it. And if that's what you wanted to end up to be, it's on you. So whatever you need to get straight amongst yourself, get it done, because it could possibly be impacting your entire life. I'm through. Jeremiah, Malcolm.
It's Jeremiah, and I apologize. Really, we should follow a format for closing, which is you two guys go. It's past 10. I don't see every meeting might not fit within an hour, but I do want to respect everybody's time. Let's come up with a thing for this, guys. I just wanted to respect your time, but you're right. Jeremiah, please close it.
Well, I mean, we pretty much went through everything. That's awesome. I think that what Coach said is a very optimal point. Yes, if we ever have any conflict, which we will, with one another, it's our fiduciary responsibility to make it right. I don't care who calls who, but it need to be, squaring away, because sometimes offense happen when the other person don't even know the other person is offended. So if you are offended by anybody or anything or anyone, just reach out. This is what men do, And again, what Rodney said earlier, these are the kind of things that we're gonna have as topics, maybe in those weekly or monthly talk shows or whatnot. But with that said, we're good. Malcolm, the other thing is something Malcolm said about the time. I feel today we have an excuse for going over that time, but in the future, I'm not looking forward to having a meeting hour and a half meeting. Today was really the standard, so it moving forward. So today we kind of prepared it. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody can see how it will go, but it doesn't have to go over. And not to blame you, Rodney, but I think that if we all just hone into those core goals that you've already talked about, or you want to perfect it, they have to be goals though. If we come prepared to do that, I guarantee you it's going to be less than an hour time, than what it would take, because everybody's going to be prepared, basically. So with that said,
Hey,
I love
Jeremiah.
you fellas.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to say anything today, but the stuff that you have already for me, Malcolm, I'm working on those things, and I do look forward to these Saturday sessions, so that I can be asked the question, how am I doing? Or just call each other throughout the week, because I'm seeing everybody's vision on paper. Just pick up the phone and just call and check on a brother and say, man, hey, how you doing with such and such and such? It really helps. I'm doing pretty good with my goals, and so I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Rodney dropped off.
I love
Rodney
that.
dropped off about 2
Yeah,
minutes
that's
ago.
what we're talking about right there.
Yeah.
Was that now?
Next one is Jay and Joe. Next
Good.
time,
That's
Jay
what I was
and
about
Joe.
that's what I was about to say, Malcolm.
Then
That's good.
TJ and John, Travis and Malcolm, Jacoby and Marcus. We're all going.
So
We're all
everybody-
going to be
Yes, so everybody do understand that, today was myself and Rodney, and Malcolm is the one who is probing, like TJ said, and so on and so forth. So the next meeting, you already know who is going on, and you already know the questions, so you already know your answers. That's my point. So it wouldn't take forever for us to really get down to what we are here for. You understand? So, and that goes for whoever comes on that's new. They will also fall right in line with what we're doing. Everybody's going to understand what we're doing. So, without pontificating any further, man, I'm done.
All right, guys. Again, we're getting our format together. We need something to close. So, typically, Marcus, that's your inspirational vitamin that you already gave. So everyone have a great week. I will be sending the video to everyone. Please watch it at least once before our next meeting. Get to know Jeremiah and Rodney better. Everyone have a great week. Love you guys.